Hey gentlemen, how are we doing? A little spot OT. I'm addicted to the Earl Grey. So today I am not shaving with the Schick injector like I really wanted to. Instead, I got to test shave a couple razors I have going out. So can't wait to get them all sold because I like to shave. I'm tired of doing test shaves basically. And these are probably have 8 more to go. And the reason I like to test shave is because I put an edge on it, and before I send it out, I mean, even these razors aren't even expensive. I do like to make sure there's a good edge on it, so I like to test shave and everything. So the soap I'm trying to use, I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. It's pretty old. It's going to be the Madame Scolioli's Dust Shaker. You cannot find this soap anywhere. And it's like I was talking about before, is that if you have a soap and it sits there for any 6 months or whatever, something's going to happen to the soap. And that's what happened here. Is the soap is looks like that. So let me see if I can craft a. This was a glycerin soap too, so I didn't think it was that long since I used it last. I was expecting it to be there. The scent is pretty weak. I have the accompanying aftershave too, but Madame Scolioli, they had a pretty good line, and they stopped making the soap and aftershave for a while because they didn't want to contribute to all the palm oil that was killing all these trees and acreages and habitats and all these different things, which is commendable. But they still make a aftershave. They still make an aftershave. I got a pretty good load. They still make an aftershave, but it's very expensive, and probably I think $30 or something. Anyway, got my in the dimpler. Incorporate it nice and slow. Just beat the hell out of it. Just try not to be so sloppy this time, huh? So I have until Monday to send these razors out in case I have to touch them up. Now I'm kind of pissed off because every razor that I touch has some kind of notes attached to it, and I keep it in a book. And the page came out, and now I lost the page, and so I need to find that because I need to know. Because part of what I like to do when I send out a razor is I like to tell you what I did to hone it. You know, did I tape it? Did I not tape it? What progression did I use? Because sometimes you get people, and they just want to replicate the edge that you have on there. So you give them some instruction, you know, and I have pretty detailed instructions too, but okay, the razors today, this is going to be the diamond edge here. I got a bunch of information on my screen. Can't tell if I'm. Anyway, that's a diamond edge. It's a 5/8 square point. It's got decent scales, plastic scales, no big deal. The next one is going to be the Shoemates. This is a round tip 5/8. It's got decent scales. It's their custom scales. You can see right there. It's a great razor. I break everything down, and I polish them, and I do all this stuff to them before I hone them. This one here is really an old one for me. This is the Oriental, Germany, original scales. I bought this probably 6 years ago. It's a square point, and I never really messed with it too much, but I did put an edge on it. And so I gave it to a friend of mine, and he didn't like it. So we gave it back. Anyway, so it's been kind of bouncing around a little bit. I can't remember if I did anything to it. I remember writing it on my list, but I don't recall honing it. But you know, when you got 16 razors, woo, still got a nice lather. Look at that. This Madame Scolioli was so good. Look at the lather on this. And this soap is waning too. Look at that lather. I mean, and I've looked for their soaps, you know, on eBay, every place else. I've looked for them, and I just cannot find it anywhere. Just like Mickey Lee Soap Works. You can't find any of that around either. Unless it's used, and you know, I don't really go for the used thing too much. You know, just how I am. So, all right, I want to see the Oriental. I want to see the Oriental in action. So. A little bit of tugging, not bad. All right, let's do the Shoemates. Or no, the Shoemates. This is the tungsten steel. I've liked this razor too, but you could use a touch-up. Use a touch-up also. So, my dog's gonna go outside. Gosh, can't wait to get that thing neutered. Okay, now this is the Diamond Edge. I think the Diamond Edge actually shaves the best. So see, that's one thing about doing test shaves is I've seen people do test shaves and I just thought they were cheating because all they do is this one guy, he goes through all this effort, makes a really nice razor. And he hones it. And the way he tested it was just to lift up his shirt and cut off some belly hair on one spot of the razor. He says, "Well, it cuts. Let's sell it." You know, and that's just not the way I do things. It's got to have certain properties to it. I mean, yeah, if it shaves, that's one thing. But is it comfortable? You know, does it leave you any nicks? Does it leave you any weepers? Does it cause you any problems? So, all right, that is it. So, boy, I got a lot of that Madame Scolioli soap left. Maybe I'll try to rescue it. This guy sells Gentleman's Edge, straight razor sales and service. Y'all take care. And remember, even if you're just test shaving razors, it's always a good day for a shave. Cheers.